We're back. Footsteps echo, old gate screams, static on the sign that reads Halloween horror. Toll well tolling, breath runs cold. Something in the dark wants a soul.
Anyway, folks, take
1200.
I've literally just done this whole episode a minute ago, all on my own because Phil was having technical issues. So hopefully he stays with us this time. And if he does disappear, that's it. I'm done. I'll stick it. I'm going to stick him on the. I'm going to stick him in the dungeon. He's never coming out again. Anyway, folks, this is the Halloween Horror Events podcast. I am one of the hosts, and Simon, I'm going to be. Start again.
Don't start again. Just keep on going. Keep on going.
No, I'm not starting again. I'm just saying take 6 in my own head. Anyway, so folks, we are talking about the recent spec map from our good friends over at Hollowed Out Horror, or Hallowed Out Horror. He has released version 2 of the spec map. And yeah, so if you do like what you're listening to, give us a massive favour, hit a thumbs up, hit that like button, or if you are watching this on YouTube, if you're following us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at HHE Pod and at HHE Pod 1 on TikTok. It's completely free. And if you are listening to this with your little ears and listening to our glorious voices telling you all about Halloween Horror Nights, do give us a favour, do us a review, and also hit that subscribe button on the podcast app of choice. Phil's grimacing because I've been waiting ages to do it that way, just to wind him up. But
anyway, don't forget to follow Epic Phill Travels on YouTube and Epic Phill on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Just put Epic Phill at one. Don't forget to follow Diesel's World G as well to see my dog on TikTok and all that rubbish as well. And quite frankly, let's get on with this because if I disappear, people, you may still hear me, but it'll be a ghost on YouTube. But podcast apps, you won't know nothing went wrong.
Exactly. Like saying, you never know. You never know. If the recording has happened from the last one, you could get that as a bonus one later on in the week for listening to me rambling on and see how different it is from what I said on my own and then when Phil's here. Anyway, so folks, like Ed did said, we are here with our good friends at Hollowed Out Horror, and he has released version 2 of the spec map. And just before we get into it a little bit, I will mention people have been going on X and Facebook and other places about, oh, you can't like his map, you've got to look at HN Nightmares, and you can't look at. They're all good friends. We get on with them both, and we give as much love to this one as we do to the other one. It's just that the other one is more challenging with HN Nightmares, with it being symbols. It's up to interpretation, should we say? Where this one is, here's the names, here's what it is, and this is what he thinks it's going to be. So if you don't like either one, I don't understand why. We are a community. Let's just try and keep it nice and keep this going, and let's get the buzz up for Halloween Horror Nights 35.
I'm still here.
Yeah, you're still here for now. So we will do the map as we always do, folks. We start over in A and we work our way clockwise around the map, and then finish up the scare zones and any entertainment we've got. So first of all, we are starting with Stranger Things over in A. I'm not too fussed if this comes to the event or not. I think the last event, the last series was a bit lackluster for the build-up for what it was, but it will draw in a big crowd because there's a lot of people who love the Stranger Things houses, and I believe there is some people in the UK willing to go to Halloween Horror Nights just because of this house. But I couldn't care less.
Yeah. Craig Willicks is one. He's already said to me he wants loads of HHN merchandise, and quite funny this year, out of all of us, I'm the only one that's going to be an annual pass holder, so discounts on me.
Hang on, you might not be. Yeah. Anyway, I'll come to that later on. So, yeah, because things are changing. Things may happen and change during the event for myself. I may not be there in September. It may be October, but we'll talk about that at the end before. I don't want to bore you with that now. You only here for the houses.
What? I want to give a hype out of 10 on this thing, so I'll give Stranger Things a 5.
Well, I was going to. Well, yeah, we could have done a hype list when it comes out, really, but I don't want to do it on the spec map.
Just for this map, I'm just saying if this.
Oh, right, for this map. Well, this is down near this is 3 or 4 for me. It's not hype me up one bit. Next one, which the first four we're gonna be talking about were the ones that you go behind the scenes because I think that's still gonna be the same situation it was last year with all the work on the new Fast and Furious roller coaster. So you will be making your way into the back area where you access them all. In B we have Ozzy Osbourne. If you don't know who Ozzy Osbourne is, he's the lead singer of well was the lead singer of Black Sabbath. In the UK, he's a brummie. What?
People don't know. Even if you're young, you should know who Ozzy is.
Some people won't know who he is, mate. Honestly, you should look at some of these TikTokers, mate. They haven't got.
I
They
must
don't
admit,
even
I'm
know.
not a fan of his type of music.
No, it's heavy rock. He used to eat bats, so
He used to do a lot of
he's
drugs as well.
yeah. If you don't know Ozzy Osbourne, you probably know his wife and his kids. His wife is Sharon Osbourne, and his two kids
Sharon!
are yeah, and his two kids are Jack and the zombie, which is
Three
Kelly.
kids.
Who's the other one?
Never been on TV. I think it's a he or a she. I don't know actually. You know,
I know.
well, these
I
days.
know. I know Kelly Osbourne just looks like a zombie at the moment, but that's her choice. Let her do what she wants to do.
She's happy. She's happy.
So yeah, Ozzy Osbourne for me. I do sometimes like the heavy rock houses, and I do remember doing Alice Cooper's house back in 22. That was a pretty good house. I think it was 22. Ash, let me know if I was right or wrong on that because that's just come on top of my head, and I think it was 22. Um, but yeah, usually these heavy rock houses are pretty cool. So this one on my hype list, if you want to do the hype list that you're doing,
Out of
I'm
10.
gonna give this yeah, I'm gonna give this a solid 7. It's not massively up the
Um,
top, but it is up there somewhere.
I'm not into Ozzy's music, but I know the house can work, so I'll give it a 6 for now and see what they can do. I'm
Right.
just worried that I love the Osborne people as a family, that they're going to get involved too much and it's not going to be creatively as good as I'd like it to be.
Well, maybe the show was heavily edited, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, over in the plaza area, which is usually the entrance to where you still get to the back. Jack, this is actually a confirmed house, by the way. This is Jack and Oddfellas Chaos and Control. This was announced at Spooky Empire last month by the panel, by Mike Ello and folks. And Jack and Oddfella came out, and yeah, them two are going to collaborate together to control you and through the chaos. That's all. They didn't
But
really
we
give
don't
much
need to
away
stay
at
on this
Spooky.
one. We don't need to stay on this one
Yeah,
long because we've talked about it.
yeah.
9.
9. Yeah, it is up there. I still don't like Oddfellow. Um,
Oh, it's nice. It's nice.
well,
Been out of a beer for a bit.
I'm an OG further, and like I said, they've gone into the fact that he didn't die and Jack's back.
They've changed the law a bit,
Yeah.
yes.
They changed it a little bit, which is kind of a bit of niggling from what the HHR
Multiverse,
grew
mate.
up with.
They've multiversed
So
it.
I know they have. So this is probably an 8 for me. It's something I am looking forward to.
Look, it's me seeing Jack for the first time. 9.
Surprised it's not 10 for you. Anyway, let's
No,
move on
10's
to
going to
the
be in the
next
scare
house.
zones.
Well, yeah, we'll see. The next house we've got on the list is the Carrie Zoo feeding time. And I have no idea what to expect with this. I don't know whether it's going to
It
be
will
just
be.
animals
It will be
or
like
is it going to be
Walmart.
animals? Walmart.
Walmart
But
at
is it going
night
to be
time.
but is it going to be just animals or is it going to be
Zookeepers.
animals with zoo? Well, the zookeepers, yeah, but is everyone dead? That's what we're trying to think of. Is it
Mutate.
with it
Look,
being a
mate, we all
feeding
know.
time?
This is just a typical HHN house. It'll be mutated animals. Instead of just letting the animals be like they've just gone mental in their head. We can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
When they're just eating everyone. This is going to be mutated animals, and I'm going to walk through laughing. I know I am because they're going to look stupid.
Yeah. So yeah, with this one, I don't know what to expect, so I can't really give it a higher rating. For me, it's maybe a 4 at the most. It's not
I'll
massively
rate
high
them,
up
yeah.
the expected
Uh, 3.
3.
I'm being
Yeah,
really harsh.
yeah, it may be one of them sleeper ones. It might be one of them. Turns out to be one of the best houses of the event. You never know. This is what HHN do sometimes. They bring out a concept that you think is going to be absolutely shocking, and it turns out to be quite good. Then it does look like we're getting another IP. which is Evil Dead Burn. Is this a film? I have no
Comes out
idea.
very, very soon.
Right, yeah. So they have had Evil Dead at the event before, but it was the original Evil Dead, the funny side of it. This is more of the serious side, and it's a little bit more scarier. Um,
It's more. It's definitely more horror now.
yeah, how deep they're gonna go with it, I don't know, but we'll see. This is I would look. I'm looking forward to an Evil Dead house if they do it right. If they go down the way they usually go down some of these Evil Dead houses, we'll see. But I'm
The
hoping it
last
is a
movie was set in an apartment block. This
yeah,
looks like it's set in a massive house. This movie on the trailer.
right. Well, that could fit. Uh, yeah, it may move locations because if it's set in a house, it might be better going into a sprung tent rather than a soundstage. So these things, don't forget, these are not concrete where they're going to be as well. These do swap around and move around. But Evil Dead Burn with the sets, it might be a little bit better to be over in a, sprung tent for me rather than a big soundstage. There is another house that I think deserves to have a soundstage that's over in a tent on here, but we'll see. With this one, I'd probably give this a solid 6 or 7 for my hype list.
7. Yeah,
Excuse me.
I think they can go really gory with this as well.
Then we move into F, which is in the Fast and Furious queue for the very last time ever, because as of next year, it will be gone. We have HR Blood and Guts presents 35 years of horror. And if you don't know who HR Blood and Guts is, he is an original concept character. He is a bit like Count Dracula and Count from Sesame Street in one, but as a
Of
human form.
course.
It is a comedy house. Don't get that into your head, folks. It is a comedy house. But it's going to show the years of the event. So I think you're going to see a lot of the old stuff from the old event in it. And it is in the same area where I went and watched HR Blood and Guts. It was a Christmas one, I think. It was in the same area. And what they did with the queue around the back, they had a big soundstage and they actually had a big projection showing clips of him talking to you and telling you not what you was expecting him, but like the old 80s and 90s TV skits. It was him doing stuff like that on a pretty big projection screen at the back of the while you were queuing up, which I thought was a good touch. And it gave you a bit of an introduction to what to expect in the house. And it is in the same area because it was in a disaster queue and now it's in the Fast and Furious queue. So it's kind of fitting if it is in that area because it's kind of in the same area where it was before. So yeah, I'm looking for this is your comedy house for the year, definitely. What do you think?
I don't really know much about him. I'm not gonna lie, it's before my
Mm.
era. I'd rather have a Danhausen house from WWE because you are cursed.
Well, I would say HR Blood and Guts is kind of that kind of comedy. So you never know. You never know. He may show up in this thing. But it's not massive at the top of my hype list, but it is getting up there. This is probably a solid 6. Maybe I'm going to give this a 7 actually because it's going to show the years past. And I
I'm
like
gonna
these. I like these horror history houses.
I'm gonna
Go on,
go
mate. Sorry.
5. I'm gonna go 5 because it just doesn't. I don't really know much about him. So
Mm,
people like Ash and that with your podcast, I really need you to do some background if these come to the event. Give us some history so people like me fully understand.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, that'll be good. Excuse me 1 second.
Dying on me there,
Pause.
people. Ha! Finally, it's not me.
Uh, So we now move it into the sprung tents around the back of the park, which are, I think these are going to be in the new sprung tents and the old sprung
No
tents. I think these are
way.
in the new.
Not a
This
chance.
is one. This is the one that I think should swap with the zoo one or Evil Dead Burn. Hellraiser
The zoo
Cenobite
one's
Legacy.
gonna. It's gonna be the zoo one, mate.
Yeah, I don't think the Hellraiser one should be in a soundstage in a tent. I think it should give it the soundstage treatment because Hellraiser is a big property that everyone is after at this event. He has Pinhead has shown up in past events unofficially before everything started to get as big as it is now. But to get Hellraiser, it's a big event that they want to get to. It's a big IP they want to get into the event, and they've taken a long time to get it. So fingers crossed this one does come. I do feel like I've been pinhead at the moment with pins. I've been stabbed there, and I've been stabbed there, and I've been stabbed here. With what I'll talk about later on. If you want to talk, if you want to hear about it, it's up to you. But yeah, I do feel like Pinhead and been pinned like a pin cushion recently. So yeah, Hellraiser Cenobite Legacy. Was it based on the newer films, or do you reckon it's going to
I'm
show all of
hoping
them?
it's going to be a mixture of the first few movies, mate. I
Yeah,
really do. That doesn't. It says legacies. To me, legacy with Hellraiser, you have to go back to the originals.
yeah. Well, there were different. How many different Cenobites were there? Five in total over the three films.
Hellraiser's one of them things. What just there's loads of
They
different
blur into one, don't
ones.
they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
great movies though. They are great
yeah,
movies. Great 80s style movies. A lot of gore again. Yeah, again.
yeah.
That's why I agree with you. It needs a sound stage. It needs to be, I think, a house where you can somehow control from being super cold to super hot in parts because it's meant to
Yeah,
be hell. So I think it'd be brilliant. I'm just gonna give my score now. I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10.
yeah. Same. This is it's up there. It's not the highest. This is number 8 for me. Um, there is one's coming up soon that is my most hyped on this list, but we'll get to that.
It
And it's
ain't the
not the
next
next
one.
one, if you're wondering. It's definitely not the next one. H, I don't see the law for it, but Sinners. I know there's a lot of people enjoy the film. I've personally still haven't seen it, but I have seen clips of it. I don't get it. It's one of them. It's is it vampires?
Right, let me explain Sinners to you. For the first long
Go on.
parts of the movie, there is no supernatural in this movie whatsoever. It's background stories of young men from an era what would have been not looked in the same level as everyone else, is the best way to put it. Who
Right,
come
yeah.
back home. Eventually, the vampire story does start in the barn when they're partying. There's a weird but brilliant, just for a movie, but it wouldn't work in a house, scene in it when they go through the history of basically music from that era to modern music and everyone's dancing on the stage.
Right.
The vampires, I would say Irish, maybe. And then eventually they get a few of these people in the house, obviously, and gory. But most of the film is not horror, and I just
Very,
don't see how it works because it's all
it's a
the
very
horror part.
religious film, isn't it?
Yeah, the horror part is basically in the barn, one
Yeah.
big barn, and I don't see how it's going to work.
So, but there's a lot of religion in this one, isn't there?
Or it's a great movie, but it's
No, I'm just saying because Universal don't usually don't like to touch down the religion route when it comes
it's
to Halloween Horror
hard to
Nights.
say religion wise. I wouldn't say it's over religious. It's got religious elements in it.
Yeah,
When
but
I
they
watched it,
usually
I
try
didn't
to
think it was
avoid
a
it.
religious movie. It felt like two different movies. That's what it felt like to me in one. So
Yeah,
I don't see how it's going to work.
yeah.
It would have to be a very small house. So maybe in a sound in a tent, this would work.
But the thing is, it's well, Fallout did have its kind of gaming aspect and the TV show where this has just got a film aspect. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it works. For me, this is bottom of the list. Yeah, I've got no hype for it
Oh,
whatsoever. So this is
no,
2 for me.
I'm about to say, can I upset everyone? It's definitely a two for me as well. No, I got a feeling this one that I've put really low will be one of the ones if it comes in real life. By the time I've been to the event, it'll be one of the highest. I've got this
I don't
feeling
know.
that they
I
will
don't
blow
know.
it out of the park. But for now, if I'm
I think
hyping
we
it, I'm
said,
not hyped.
but the thing is, I think we said the same thing about Fallout. And then when we got there, we enjoyed it the first time we went through, but the second time we went through, it, like, yeah, this is boring.
We enjoyed unmasking the horror more than
Oh
anything.
yeah, we enjoyed the Mask of the Horror part of it, but then moving into the next one, which
Yes.
I personally think this will work in the old the old Sprung tent if it's done correctly. Invasion of Lightning Gulch. This is my most hyped on this list straight off because I've experienced Invasion when it was a scare zone in the Fast and Furious area or
27,
Jaws or
wasn't it?
whatever you want to call it. Sorry, I think it was, yeah.
The
But
year I missed.
it's a year where not the year, yeah, it was the year miss, but it's comedic 1950s horror with
Yep.
aliens that are oversized and stuff like that. And now they're going into the Lightning Gulch bit, which I've missed the Lightning Gulch. I think we have both missed it because it was a COVID year. They put the Lightning Gulch back in to the
Yep.
event, and I think they may have had it at 26 as well. And I missed that. That's the year I missed.
If it
So
was
I've
at
never had,
26, I just don't remember it that well at all.
but it's
But
the
that was my
Wild
first
West.
event.
Oh, it's a Wild West side of it.
Wow.
Ghosts, but they've also they say the ghosts supposedly when this house was during COVID, this was one of the favorite houses because of the ghost effects that they did, and now they're adding aliens into it as well. This is their version of doing cowboys versus aliens.
Yeah, sounds like it, don't it?
You know what I mean? It's their way of doing the film without actually doing the film. So this is my most hyped at the moment. This is at the top, number 10 for me by far
Oh, I'm going to give it
at
an
the moment.
8.5. An 8.5, mate. Because I'm
Yeah.
upset that I never went to HHN27, so I'm being bitter. So that's that's why.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with being a bit bitter now and then.
Yeah.
And then the final house in one of the sprung tents is it Zyborgs or Zborgs?
It depends what country you're from, I
Yeah.
suppose.
So
Surely in English, the Queen's English, the King's English is Zy.
yeah, Zyborgs,
Americano is
Zborgs.
Z-Birds.
Yeah. So it's a cross between I'm gonna say
Zionistic
cyborgs
orgs.
and zombies.
No, Zion orgs.
Dinosaurs. I think it's a mix. I don't know how you're gonna have zombie robots, cyborgs and zombies. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work, but HHN have surprised us with originals that you don't think would work, and it might do. So for me, it's not massively up on the list,
Of
but it's an
course,
original.
mate.
Yeah, it's probably a 6. There's nothing massively high about it, but it will get me intrigued to see what it will bring
I'll give
to
it a
the event.
6, but only because I
Mm,
don't really know what's going on with it. If it becomes real and we start talking about it, I could get a
yeah.
lot more hyped.
So as an event for these houses, how hyped are you for just the houses
Just to
on a
how
scale of
this to me is a solid event. I think it's real. I think
mm,
it's got a bit of mixture for everyone in it. If this was
yeah,
it, this has got a bit for everyone who likes their stuff.
yeah.
I don't see where the house is where the theme is this year. I sort of see.
Well, if you look at all the IPs, the originals, sorry, they're all feeding into HHN lore. Invasion of the Lightning Gulch is 2 put together. You got Blood and Guts 35 Years of Fear. You got Jack and Oddfella. You've got Carry Zoo, which is probably the Carry Ohio area, and then I don't know about Zyborgs, but it's kind of bringing a mixture of everything from the event for IP originals. IPs, it's just all over the shop for me. Stranger Things, Hellraiser, Sinners, Ozzy Osbourne, and Evil Dead. It's kind of gone
The
from one side to
IP,
another.
yeah, this is what I'm saying. It's a mixture. So you've explained that that is for the fans of HHN lore, the originals, and
Yeah,
the IPs are just to bring
to
in
get the
the
people in.
horror, yeah,
Yeah,
to bring the horror fans in who
yeah.
just
We're
like
trying to,
movies.
yeah, we try and bring them in and keep them in. So we've been through the houses. We'll now go through the scare zones. So we'll start at the entrance as you walk in. It's got 35 years of fear. I believe this is where it's going to lead into O as well. They're all going to kind of link into each other then too. But 35 years of fear. You're going to meet Jack. You're going to meet Oddfella. They're going to be there. 35 years of fear to me would be you're going to get to see more icons than you think you're going to see. You're going to see icons you didn't expect to see. You may even see Chance. You may see Lady Luck. You may see the Caretaker. You may see the Undertaker. You may see the Usher. You don't know. We don't know. It's 35
I
years
think
of
they're
fear.
all going to be there, mate. I really do. I think
The
all
thing
the
is,
original OGs.
you might also see characters from the original houses rather than just being icons. And I
This is
think,
the selfie zone. Even I might have
yeah,
to get some selfies in, and I don't usually like doing that.
what we'll do, we'll go opposite way around for this one because
Mm.
into Hollywood is Shady Oak Cemetery. If you don't know what Shady Oak Cemetery is, Shady Oak Cemetery is in Halloween Horror Nights lore for originals everywhere. It is the cemetery where the Undertaker stole body parts, and where he was chased by everyone in his constituency or whatever you call it, parish, who wanted to kill him, and he escapes with his daughter Cindy. So this could be an Undertaker or a more of an
Quick one.
extension of the
Who's
35
the?
years of fear.
I don't know why it's dropped out of my bed. But when was the Undertaker part of it? Because I've never heard the name Undertaker that much.
Uh, Caretaker, sorry.
That's I thought so. He
Yeah.
kept on saying
Uh,
Undertaker people, and I'm like, why is he
it's
doing
the same.
WWE?
It's the same guy. It's the same person, but it's the same person. I just get it chops and changes with me anyway. But yeah, I think here you're going to get to see more of the icons that have been part of the event, I think, rather than being in the 35 years of fear scare zone. So it's going to kind of link into each other. And then you move into N. I have no idea why this is even at the event or what the fuck it's doing here. Sorry, folks, if you are a fan of this game, but Fortnitemares, what? Just what? Why?
Is that near
It's
Starbucks?
eh?
Is it near Starbucks?
No, it's actually in Central Park. The one part of the event that usually gets all the lanterns and gets all the pumpkins gets done up like Halloween, and they're sticking this pile of shit in it if that's coming.
That might not be that position, in all fairness.
But if it does, if I just don't understand it. I just don't understand why a game. If you're going to do a game, do Resident Evil, do Silent Hill as a scare zone. Fortnitemares. I'm sorry, but yeah, there is a bit of horror in the Fortnite game. But I have played it, but just not my cup of tea. And if you don't like it, if you do like the game, fine, that's your choice. But excuse me, for me, not my cup of tea. Then over in the tiny, tiny little area outside of the exit of Fast and Furious, the Trio of Horror. I have no idea what this could be.
I do.
The only thing that came into my head, and I said it before when I was obviously recording my own because it all went to crap, was the triplets of terror. It's the only thing that can pop into my head.
I think they've made a
I can't
mistake.
think of anything else.
It's a shame Disney own this IP now. This should have been the Treehouse of Horror from The Simpsons.
It could be their way of getting away with it. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know what it is because the scare zones can be scare zones. This will be one of the last things we get announced anyway, so you can speculate as much as you want for it and see what it comes with, but we'll see. And then over in New York, the biggest scare zone of the event, we have Clowns of HHN. I think you might get to see Jack again, but in different forms of Jack, maybe, because it says clowns, and the only clowns I can think of that have been at HHN are Jack, Art the Clown, Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
My
Who else
opinion.
was it?
My opinion. I think we're going to see them all.
Yeah, but would you class Eddie as a clown? Because
Donald Trump might be there.
yeah, but if it Eddie's her, that brings a chance of bringing the chainsaw crew in there as well. If you've got the Eddie clowns, I don't want to dress up as clowns, but we'll see. But these scare zones, um, I'm quite hyped for them. I'm not massively overextended because that Fortnite one's just pulling it right down. But for me, it's probably a 6 for the across all the scare zones. 6 for me.
Altogether, I'll give it I'm going to give it an 8. I think I'm going to enjoy these scare zones. I don't know why.
I think you will because there's a lot of stuff here you haven't seen, and I have, and whether they improve it on what it was before, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Then we've got 3 live entertainments. We've got Nightmare Fuel
God,
6,
through these so quick.
Donker, Lagoon Show needs a massive improvement, and Mel's Dying Zombies, which was a hit last year. And if you look at where it is, it actually does make that area a lot better to go through because you've got the entrance into K, which is the potentially 35
More
years of fear.
zombies this year.
Then you've got the Shady Oak Cemetery into zombies, into that Fortnitemares. So it's a complete like a third of the park is a constant scare zone. But if you don't like to go through the scare zones, you're kind of screwed. You're going to have to go up towards past Minions and turn down past Transformers just to avoid all the scare zones because it doesn't look like it's going to be a gauntlet kind of thing going all the way through to Simpsons. Live Entertainment 2. There's no
Lagoon
hype
Show
whatsoever for
will
me.
hype up if they do a decent Lagoon Show. Let's set it on HHN Law, and then maybe it'll
Well,
win
that's the
round.
thing. It's one of those. They hyped up the last one, and it just wasn't the best. So we'll see what it is. And then moving on to rides and attractions, we've got Revenge of the Mummy, Escape from Gringotts, Men in Black, Alien Attack, Transformers Arrive 3D, and Death Eaters Encounter. We won't get Simpsons again because it does look like we're using Simpsons for a queue. So, yeah, that is Spec Map version 2 from our friends at Hollowed Out Horror. So, I'll turn that off now and bring us back. So, folks, what do you think of that Spec Map? Let us know in the comments down below or send us a message on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, or X, whatever it's called now, at HHE Pod. And if you want to do it on TikTok, at HHE Pod 1, which I don't think you can do messages on TikTok, can you? I've
Pardon?
no idea.
Of course, you can message
Can you
people on
message people on
TikTok.
TikTok?
They can
I don't
directly
know.
message you, or they
I,
can comment on your videos on TikTok as well.
I've never done it, so I don't do TikTok. So, but with that
Old
being said,
man!
with that being said, folks, do us a favor, hit that subscribe button, like button, and follow us wherever we are on social media and whatever podcast app if you are listening to this. So, yeah, folks, we have had a bit of a break. I mentioned earlier on, I'm currently waiting for some major surgery. I need a full hip replacement. So if you wanted to know, you now know, and it could put a damper on me getting to Halloween Horror Nights in September this year, depending on when I have the operation. But I will potentially get there in October if things do fall the way they are looking like. So I probably won't miss the event, but I will miss the going out and having a few houses and drinks with Phill. But it is what it is. We'll just have to take it as it comes and see what happens.
Ash, I have a
But
few
other
drinks.
than that, eh?
I'll just meet Ash and that from these podcasts and have a few
Yeah.
then.
Yeah, so I will hopefully be out there at the event. It may be different from what we originally planned, but worst case scenario, I won't be able to go full stop. But we'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of time between now and then, and I've got to get this hip changed and restructured and whatever they're doing to it, ripping out and putting a new one in. So yeah, that's it from me. Anything from you, mate?
I just want to say, Ash, I don't forget your podcast name clearly because I wasn't looking at my phone. Stay and Scream Podcast.
Oh my word.
I keep on thinking of
Oh,
the one they used to do that we shall not name.
oh, right, okay. Yeah, do we not do not
So
use that
if
one
you
anymore?
like, actually, I'll name it. If you like the RIP podcast, you want to with it. They have disappeared. Go and look from now. Stay and Scream. And Anne, I'm not sure if Anne works, but Anne HHN podcast.
Well,
You can find them on the socials at
that's a grammar
Stay,
way.
and you can find them on the socials at Stay N, the letter N, Scream Pod.
There you go. Free plug.
I like
So,
that a lot.
like I said, I always screw these outros up, so I just don't. I'm just gonna say, fuck you all. Bye.
Wow. I should be saying that today with all the tech bombers. But anyway, see you,
Joking, folks.
nightmares, and stay epic.
Yeah. Take care, folks. See you soon. Bye.
Events. We are waiting in the dark again. Horror events. Every story has a bloody